keep it posted. Gotta keep it posted. We got more clock, posted with the poster. We need to know you're ready, posted with the poster. We can tell them you're ready, From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission. From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission.
Look, you know we poppin', just name a topic. Posted up like a palm tree in the tropic. Rozzy on the beat, make you wanna come and see. Mo to the C, radio to TV. You know she putting in work like she clocked in. Celebrity guest, never guess who gon' drop in. Television's best like a S on the chest. Who's next? Say less, cause you rockin' with the best.
Mo clock, posted with the poster. We need to know you're ready, posted with the poster. We can tell them we're ready, From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission. From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Mo Clark with the poster. We are back in the building. I got a lovely guest with me. It's Rajel in the building. And we've been having fun already. We've been getting lit. I'm sweating. You know, I ain't with no wig today, girl. Okay. So I ain't gotta. Normally I look at people and tell them if it's sliding back, just give me a nod or something so I can straighten it up real fast.
Me up real
but
quick.
This all me today. Okay. So, you know, I just.
And it's definitely giving inches, baby.
Yeah. You look good. You got that lace is laying flag. You know, we excited. I missed y'all. Right, I'm so glad she showed up, y'all. Man, I gotta talk to her. Yes. I gotta talk to her off air, on air, whatever. It is what it is. Let's get into moments with Mo. I gotta give you a disclaimer, okay? Because you know you popping, you popular. All right, and I respect the popular people. I'm not the 2022 Wendy Williams, okay? I don't care how successful that made her. I just don't want to get jumped in the parking lot, okay? So roll with me on this one. If you know anybody in these here slides, normally it's the Kardashians, but I didn't do the Kardashians today. Okay. But if you know anybody in these here slides, please feel free to plead the fifth.
Okay.
Okay? Here go Moments with Mo. Let's go. You scared? Okay. I'm scared. And we're back. All right, JoJo, who's first? Let's talk about it. Okay. Okay. Miss Sheree Whitfield and Martel Holt. Now, you guys know Sheree is from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Martel is from Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Alabama. Now, here's the thing. I recently saw where Melody Holt was giving her opinion on Martel dating Sheree, and she says that Martel is not ready to date and he hasn't grown enough and yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. All right, here's T. This is what I think, my personal opinion. You can give a general opinion, not about them, about anybody you feel, okay? Here's my thing. They had a kind of sort of bad divorce, Melody and Martel, right? We watched that play out on the show. I don't know if you watched the show. I watched the show. I watched it. I don't watch it right now currently. I don't know why. I'm busy. You know, I be trying to make my wig stick, but whatever. Now, if you go through a rough breakup with somebody and they move on, if you was the one that ended the shit and let it go, baby, let it go, why are you commenting on it? Now, the fans are saying Melody's no fool. Melody knew that she's going to get some coins for doing these interviews and speaking out about it. I personally think Melody should just say she has no response because her biggest concern should be at this point taking care of her kids with her ex-husband. Should you respond on your ex-boo's current relationship?
Well, me personally.
Not necessarily pertaining to this story.
not pertaining to this story, but me personally, I don't comment on nothing.
There go Fred. There go Fred.
Answer for Fred.
You ready? Here we go.
Cause Fred stopped me. Hey, Fred.
Thanks for calling the post up. This is Mo Clark.
Hello,
Oh, hi. Who are you?
Brianna.
Hi, Brianna. Are you calling to speak with Rajel?
How do I watch the live show?
You can go to Status Network on Facebook. You can look up Status Network on Roku. You can also go to www.statusnetwork.net and search for the post of DaPostup, and we are on live right now.
Okay, thank you. Tell her I said hey.
She can hear you.
Mamas, how you doing?
The world can hear you.
Hey, girl.
You know Brianna?
No, I know Brianna now. Hey, friend. Thank you for calling.
Brianna, you got something you want to ask her since we on the air?
How's life been treating you? I follow you on Instagram, and I just love how you're unbothered and you just living your best life.
Thank you so much, girl. Life has been treating me good. You know, I stay prayed up. I got to keep God first because God is the only person that keep me rolling. Like, I feel like, I go in my little shell sometimes. I'm an Aries, so I go in my shell a little times, but I just feel like overall I'm doing really good. I'm in a good headspace. Everything is going well for me. Thank you for following me.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much.
thank you for calling in. You're awesome. Bye. Hey, I heard
Fred.
it ain't came over. Okay, back to what you were saying.
Okay.
Commenting on the ex-boo's relationship.
Comment on it. My personal opinion. This has nothing to do with what they got going on.
Facts.
I don't know nothing that they got going on.
Girl, there go Fred.
Yeah,
Shit.
Yeah, Fred don't want me to answer this question.
Hey, Fred.
What's up, man? What's that new girl saying my name too?
Yes, she
I
was,
love you.
Fred.
Hey, Fred.
Yo, what's up? Hope y'all look good, man. Hey, is that new girl an artist? Hey, do you rap? Do you sing?
Nope, I don't rap. I don't sing. Yeah.
Fred,
Okay,
she's
so you're an
a.
actor?
she-
What you
yes.
do?
I am an actress. I am a model. I am being the best person that I can be. My name is
Oh, that's
Miss
what's up.
Rajel,
That's
and you should follow me.
Okay, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, man. All day every day on the south
Okay.
side, man. Check you out.
All right, Mr. Atlanta then.
Yes, ma'am. This is Fred.
All right, Fred. Nice to meet you, Fred.
Thank you for
Hey,
calling,
Mo Clark,
Fred.
you look good. Yes, ma'am. You look good today, Mo Clark. Girl, you keep looking good for the show.
Thank you, Fred.
Period.
Yes, ma'am. I got you. Let me let you continue.
Bye, Fred. All right, now you can answer the question because Fred ain't going to call back for another 15 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. So me personally, I feel like, this is my own opinion once again, I feel like when it comes down to an ex, you're an ex for a reason.
Facts.
So I'm not speaking on nothing you got going on because I'm simply not worried about what you got going on.
Absolutely.
I don't care how much money people pay me in the world. I'm not about to sit up here and dwell and talk on my ex and tell you all this stuff because I've moved past you.
Absolutely.
And when I move past you, I leave you in the past before you're my ex.
I feel like that. I had somebody ask me if I had talked to my ex-husband. And the last thing that I said to my ex-husband,
What you say?
I shouldn't be laughing, friend. Friend, I shouldn't be laughing.
Did you go on?
No, I didn't. No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
It was, I had him blocked from my phone, so he inboxed me on IG. And the last thing I said to him was I gave him my issues in chronological order.
Yes.
And I said, on this day you said this, on this day you said that.
Oh, you rated the facts.
I said
Okay.
I was gonna file a divorce on this day, and on this day I went to Fulton County Courthouse and I filed a divorce. You should be
Okay.
getting served with the papers any day. That's what I said. I know he read it, and then he blocked me. Now, here's the thing. Because I want my life to be blessed, because I want my new life and my new marriage to be blessed, I want my kids to be blessed, I have no ill will, no harsh feelings towards him whatsoever.
Okay.
Even though our shit didn't work, I just feel like maybe I wasn't his person.
Okay.
And if you're not somebody's person, you can beat your head up against a wall, turn flips, cook for them, butt booty ball naked. If it don't work, it just ain't gonna work because you ain't that person's person.
Right.
So, may the force be with you. Who's next?
Asta.
All right, guys, this story has been going crazy. So, let me see what this lady was at, because I want to make sure I go into my Barbara Walters and let you guys know the real full story. I don't want to just be like, this lady shot her husband and leave y'all right there. So, I'm going to tell you.
On that floor, I would lay him.
Listen, daycare worker in Baltimore, okay? She owned her own daycare. I'm assuming that her husband was coming up there. Now, this is the part I just learned today. But she was initially going to kill herself because she felt bad because her husband was allegedly molesting the children at her daycare. So she barricaded herself in a hotel room with him, and she was saying she was going to kill herself. She was going to kill him, whatever. Not necessarily, obviously not in that order. She can't kill herself, then kill him because she's dead. So she shot him, and she did attempt to kill him and him only. And that's because the police were at the door. They kicked down the door, and they found him with a gunshot wound. Now, here is the part that I just learned today. And the plot thickens. It says a retired Baltimore police officer remains hospitalized after authorities say his wife shot him to get justice for the children he is accused of molesting at her daycare. What the hell? So the man was a police officer. He was a retired police officer.
He been doing it and been getting away with it.
Child,
He been doing it and been getting away with it, and it caught up with his ass, and I'm glad it caught up with
these
his ass.
are children. Do you have kids yet?
No, but I love children. I went to school for child development and family
I'm
services.
gonna send my kids to your house.
So I love kids. I love children.
I'm gonna send my 8-year-old son to you.
He gonna love me.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna come back to you.
That's fine. Just let me know if he stopped flipping off couches. He is gonna love you.
I know all I see you come do whatever you want at my house.
Listen.
I'm gonna let you do whatever you want to do.
I'm sending prayers to that family. I'm sending prayers to her. You know, this has social media up in a frenzy. People trying to find out what is her GoFundMe page because people really want to help this lady.
Because free her.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
they want to find her a good criminal defense attorney.
Well, where's Kim K? Where's Kim K?
She ain't graduated just yet.
Almost.
She did pass the bar.
She did. I'm proud of her.
She passed people that's already been sentenced. She worked with people that's already been sentenced.
Okay, and I like that. That's energy.
I said we weren't gonna talk about the Kardashians. I be having so many mixed feelings about the Kardashians. Okay. I do like the way that they don't give a shit though.
Maybe that's because that's how I am. That's my.
I do need whatever I don't give a shit juice they drinking.
Whoever think whatever.
I need that in my life.
Yeah,
I do.
You let whoever think whatever.
I do need that.
But yeah, these people, these children.
You covering your mic? Can't nobody hear you.
These people, these children. I'm sorry, these people and these children. Like that's really big.
Right.
And so for it to be a cop that did that.
Terrible.
So how can we trust people that are supposed to protect us?
I mean,
how are we allowed?
Think about what this could do to her. She could have a lawsuit.
First of all, it's almost like it's destroying her business because for one, how are people ever going to trust you again to bring their kids? Not saying that it's even her fault. I feel for her. God knows I feel for her because it's not her fault. You know what I'm saying? But how can you expect people on the outside to be like, okay, I trust this lady to bring my kid here when you're older, you're supposed to be wise. You're supposed to have wisdom. Because I'm just off the mat be like, hell no, I'm not bringing my child up. This what's going on. Ain't no telling if it's going to go on again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying that she's going to put people in this predicament, but it's sad because it's almost like, when they be like the good got to suffer for the bad. Like she got to suffer for his actions, which is sad because she did the right thing.
She did. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about that in a minute, though. JoJo, who next? Oh, you seen this right here?
I seen it.
You seen this right here? Let me tell you something right now. The Sesame Place in New Jersey, Ohio, wherever they at, they about to piss me off. Okay? They gonna all the way piss me off. And this is why they gonna all the way piss me off. I know y'all seen them videos with the little Rosita. You know, Rosita is the green one with the bow in her hair. Rosita or whoever. I ain't gonna say Rosita because that's the character. But whoever is in the suit dressed like Rosita is clearly, seemingly, I think that's the proper journalist term to use, seemingly racist.
Very.
Because inside Rosita is passing the colored kids. And I got a problem with that because Rosita be speaking Spanish, and that means she is a colored kid of some sort. She is a minority. So how can a minority pass a minority? That's insane. But you go to the white people, you shake their hands, they this, that, and the third, and the other. You hug them, you pick them up, you kiss the babies, you do all of this. But then you get to the little black people, you push them away. Listen. I think in my other life, I may have been a prophet. And I prophesied that Mr. Tyler Perry, first of all, this is what I see. Somebody needs to create a black cartoon or a black thing for our children to look up to.
Yes.
Following that, they need to create merchandise. Following that, they need to create a theme park.
Right.
For our little prince and princesses to go and be treated properly.
Like kings and queens that they are. They were raising them to be.
That's just what I think. And I think Mr. Tyler Perry needs to fund it since he's building airports in his backyard.
I think he should too.
I think he should fund it.
But even if he doesn't fund it, they have other higher up valuable people that can contribute to this idea, and I think that it would be ultimately a good idea because our children need that. We are kings and queens.
I ain't gonna lie, Grace's corner got me.
Okay.
I watched the TikTok. I seen it. I was moving and grooving.
And see, you know what? I tried. Let me tell you something. When I seen the first video, so I really didn't know what was going on until I seen the first video. Well, when I seen the first video, I was like, I kind of gave the people the benefit of the doubt because I was like, maybe they just kind of like, you know, was in a rush. But see, when I seen the second video, I said, okay, now y'all playing on these people's top.
What about the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth?
See, I didn't even see the third, the fourth, fifth. I seen the second video. The second video, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I seen it the second time, and I was like,
there's a
third.
third.
They really doing this to our kids. Because see, if it would have been me, it would have been me.
There's a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth. Now, the reason why
Not
I
playing
know
with my
is
baby.
because I have had the pleasure of going to the all-natural hair conferences when they held them at the conference center in College Park.
Okay.
And they have these cute little characters called the Fro Babies. And they're really cute. They're little, you know, they look like the Sesame Street characters, but they're black kids with afros and stuff. And they're super cute, and they dance, and it's great. So I followed them on IG, and people started submitting these videos to them.
Okay.
That's how I found out there was a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth, and possibly a seventh. Who knows? But I want to tell y'all this. This is how I ended up with this story. Oh, this is how y'all gonna like this right here. Hey, they got a lawsuit. Let me tell y'all about the lawsuit. Hold on. Let me find it. They
got a lawsuit.
They got a lawsuit. And that thing was a big number. Hold on. Let me see, because I had cropped it out real quick for the show. I want to tell y'all the number. The number. Sesame Place has been hit with a $25 million class action lawsuit claiming the park and its employees have insulted and damaged black patrons. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I would have played that shit like that, too. That was a movie. Now, I ain't saying it's fake. I'm not saying that. Because some of our kids could have been damaged.
Yeah.
But there are some of our kids that don't give a shit. Okay? They will be pushed to the side and they won't think about it ever again. It affects the parents more than it affects the kids.
But guess what? You know what? Not to mention, you know why it hurt those kids' feelings? Because social media is so big that when these kids turn 18, 19, 20, you don't know how that's going to affect their lives.
Facts.
You're not gonna know if these people even feel comfortable with going to y'all theme park.
Absolutely.
Going to y'all shows, y'all little Sesame Street. I probably do Sesame Street on Ice, whatever it is that y'all be doing. you know, their parents are not going to be open to letting them watch, you know, the TV shows with them on. So, you know, I feel like it can affect these children in the long run because these children are traumatized.
Yeah.
Why are we being treated like this in 2022?
I'm going to tell you, my kids are older now. Well, okay, they were. And then I started over with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, my 21-year-old was about 6. And my youngest daughter was 2 maybe. We did go to Sesame Street show. We went to 2. We went to the one you just said on ice. And then they had this really cool one. It was Sesame Street in the dark. And they had these little light-up sneakers dancing and bopping on the stage or whatever. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, this is the best part about having kids, getting to go and enjoy these things. But can you imagine being a parent and saving your money to take your kid on a summer vacation for them to have fun?
Right.
And then they go and they get their feelings hurt.
Because now at this point, I'm going to have to take it there. With Elmo, Sesame Street, everybody on that Big Bird. Yeah. I'm going to have to take it there because why is y'all treating my child like this? I would take it personal if I had a kid. But even if it was my nieces, nephews, all my little cheer, you know what I'm saying? I would take it there because why are y'all doing my children like that? But let me tell you something. In New Orleans, we have something called Second Lines.
In case y'all didn't hear her accent.
In New Orleans, we have Second Lines. And guess what? Our birthday parties, we have all the characters there. So when you come to the parties, our characters dance, they shake, they show all the children love.
I want to go.
Yeah,
I want to go to New Orleans just one time.
That's what happens in New Orleans. We show love out there. It ain't none of that fake stuff. And we show love to everybody. It's not just to a black kid. It's not just to a white kid. It's to a mixed kid. It's to an Asian kid. Like, Absolutely. New Orleans people make people feel welcome. So I'm just saying, if y'all want to go and see y'all Sesame Street characters out and making sure that y'all children get acknowledged, you need to come to New Orleans and throw y'all child a party. Okay.
Now, let me tell you, it affects adults because I talked about, so last week, they didn't have a lawsuit going on last week. Mm-hmm. They might have been talking to a lawyer, though. My thing is, I can't tell the whole story, but I will say this.
Just give it a little glimpse.
All right, so y'all know I do a lot. And I used to write for a magazine. And we had to interview a person one time, and I was doing the write-up on the person. So obviously I was supposed to sit down, interview this person, get the questions, write them down, and compose my write-up. The person did not necessarily have a stank attitude, right? But the person did everything under the sun, and when it was time for the person to sit down and do their interview, the person was pretty much like, oh, I gotta go do this and I gotta go do that. It made me look at the person really differently because I was a fan of this person, and I had watched this person on TV, and I was like, oh my God, this person seems like they would be cool to meet in person. And never in my life did I ever think I would meet this person in person. And I did, but the person's attitude of entitlement made me look at the person like, damn. You know, and in my mind, even though it went like that in reality, but in my mind, I was thinking, I'ma unfollow you. Like it's gonna hurt them. They don't even know I exist. I ain't following you no more. You are one less follower.
Period.
And I never looked at that person the same way again. Ever.
I can see it.
Even to this day.
I can see it.
They can feed the homeless. And I'd be like, pass. You know, I just,
What would you want that person to do? You want that person to be
like you. Like how we've talked before the cameras came on. You know, I feel like it doesn't matter how high you get. You should still be able to connect to the people because the people is what keep you going. Right. If it's not for your followers hitting the like button, like, come on, we know the algorithm. The followers, they give you the likes. They give you the content. I mean, the comments, the content, the comments, the likes. It drives the revenue that you receive on the back end. And it makes them want to be a part of your world. It makes them feel like they know you. But then when you get to the point where you untouchable, now, heaven forbid, we saw what happened to Dolph. Dolph was normal. He showed up to get cookies for his grandma. He went in the store. He lost his life. Sometimes you can't go back. You can't be too down to earth. But you can't be too untouchable, because I believe in God, and I believe God will strip all that shit away from you. And I just don't see how people be acting like they just.
And I always stick by, you treat people how you want to be treated. Because I feel like how God give it is the same way that he could take it away from you.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I done had some moments where I said I'm not gonna associate with the peasants, but this is why.
I mean, we all, now come on. Because I don't believe that God will sit up there and tell you, you mess with such and such, they talking down on you, they talking down on your show, they doing this, they doing that, and you still be friends with them.
I agree.
You think he's saying that?
I agree. And that is why I called the particular person a peasant. Okay? I didn't call her a peasant because I looked down upon her and I felt as though I was better than her. Okay, let me just get that straight. I called her a peasant because I feel like she has a nasty attitude.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Now, we women.
Facts.
We moody. We got our ways. We got our time of the month. We got all this stuff going on.
These are the things.
Do you honestly think that it could have been something that possibly was going on?
Girl. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. We used to be friends.
Okay.
We used to be friends, but we fell out. And when we fell out, she said some really ugly and nasty things towards me. On top of the fact that she tried, but she doesn't know my God. I'm going to be a preacher. She doesn't know my God.
Yes.
She tried to cut me out of several things in life. But see, my God had me circle back to those things and those people. And those people that she tried so hard for me not to know. I ended up being the co-host.
Huh. Okay. Want to do it?
On their show.
Yeah. Okay.
And I did not know that he was him until him rolled the video right here in this very room. And I sat and I watched the video. And I sat up and said, "That's you? That's you? That was your thing? That was your event? That was your event that I didn't get invited to. But yet you found me." Shout out to Johnny Cabell and the One-on-One with Johnny Cabell show with co-host Mo Clark and Ashley.
Shout out to Johnny Cabell.
You know, that's what we do. All right, JoJo, what happened in stores with that? I got 3 more. Oh, come on, let's go. We got to talk. Okay, so shout out to Mo Clark in the post up. We're going to be at DJ Waffles weekend, which is sometime in August. I should know the dates, but you know what? I don't know. I just got to go to my IG page. The dates is there. It's in August. I think it's from like the 4th to the 12th. Tonight is going down at Novu in Jonesboro. We got Rotimi gonna be in their building. A couple of weeks ago, Tamar was in the building. She came. She changed her outfit. She didn't have on no lace front. She had a sew-in, and she was swinging, and it was a great event. Check out R&B Thursdays at Novu. What else I got? The Curls and Kinks Culture event is going on. Shout out to them. They reached out to me. I'm super excited. I know y'all can't tell right now, but my hair is natural.
It is natural. Can't tell, and it looks good.
Have you ever been to those events? It's amazing. You want to go? Okay. Yeah? That's it? We good? Okay. It's a great event. They give you all these free samples, and they give you full-size samples. We got some apple shampoo. Girl, it's delightful. It was delightful. So, we got to get into this interview with Rajel. I'm super excited. Yes. Okay, so I see Rajel on the red carpet at an event. I forget which one it was. It was a reality show.
Yes. And
I don't like girls.
Okay.
But this lady was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, my girl.
She captivated me. First of all, she was wearing my favorite color. She had on this lovely yellow dress with the little cutouts. Okay. That's the first thing I caught. And then she was surfing. She was posing. Like, I'm sitting here with my camera. I had to look from away from the camera. I was like,
thank you. I was just doing what I do best.
I have to talk to this girl. I didn't want to be a stalker, right? But I was like, She's amazing because you guys know I have the clothing boutique, and she was literally serving on the red carpet. And the funny thing was, I walked up to her, and I started talking to her, and I was like, oh, my God. You're amazing. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
I want you to come on my show. And I remember what you said to me.
What
you
I
said, it's okay. We all got to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
We got to support each other and uplift each other.
And stand on it.
And you know what I said? I said, this girl full of shit.
Nope. And I stand on my word.
You did.
I stand on my word. I stand on my word.
And the crazy part was, right? Okay. I didn't know. Honest to God, I did not know that you were dating rapper Boosie. I found that out because I was prepping for your interview, right, the last time. And I was like, hold the hell on.
Hold the hell on.
Hold the hell on. Wait a minute. Hold on. And I just think that's amazing because I know that when you're in the industry, a lot of people, they want to get to know you based off certain things. And I genuinely did not. I genuinely wanted to know you. So that's what we're going to do. She dating Boosie. Boom. All right. So check this out. When they brought you to the red carpet, they introduced you as an influencer. But when I started following you, I saw that you were an actress and all these different things, right? And then I saw JoJo stalking your pictures a little bit, and I was like, maybe JoJo know her. Maybe JoJo know her. I don't know. I don't know. JoJo know her. So I started looking at all of your pictures, and I'm like, okay, how long this chick been doing this? Because you be like, bam, bam. And I'm like, I need to be like,
period.
You do. So how long have you actually, like, do you model?
So I do model. You know, I model for a couple of people, and I just really started to get it back up. Like, I've been doing it for quite some time now, but I've been doing it for myself. So usually I like to style myself, and yeah, so I like to style myself. So I usually like to put together some cute outfits, go out, have drinks, and take pictures. I don't even really be going to clubs like that.
I don't blame you.
I'm actually at lounges just to go out and eat with my friends, smoke a little hookah, and take pictures, and then I'm back inside. Okay. Like, that's just what I like to do. But
so what got you into styling? Because you do have a unique style, right? I saw you take the picture, and you had on some little sweatpants and, you know, whatever. And you was, like, kind of serving a little thong in the back or whatnot. And I was like, because I can't put shit together to save my life. If I don't see it on the dummy, I'm sorry. On the mannequin. If I don't see it on the mannequin, I'll be like, it ain't gonna happen.
Girl, I think that, like, what ultimately started me styling was that, you know, for one, when you look good, you feel good.
I like that. I say that all the time.
You know who told me that? Boo. I was like, why you get up and you dress up every morning? Like, I'm talking about this man get up and put on a full outfit, jewelry, hair nice, everything nice. And I'm like, why do you do this? And he was like, well, I make money every day. So when I look good, I feel good. And plus, I'm making money every day. So why not go out looking good? And I'm like, that makes sense. Like, that makes sense.
I agree.
You know, like, when you start to be around somebody for so long, you start to eventually start to grasp on to their habits. So, in particular, I started liking clothes. Like, clothes was a way for me to express myself. Like, I like to put stuff together, and a lot of my stuff don't be super expensive. Like, I put on for the girls. I put on for the girls who, like, at the end of the day, like, I could wear designer. Yeah, I could wear these bags. I could wear these shoes. But realistically, like, I'm not wearing this shit every day. Yeah. My body fit polyester and spandex. And a lot of designer clothes are not polyester and spandex. A lot of them, you got to go and get them taken in. So if I'm spending $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 on clothes, and I got to go get them taken in all the time, it's just going to drive me. Because I'm ready to be honest with you, when I go in the store, I'm not trying nothing on.
I got you.
Nothing. And I'm also not bringing nothing back either, because I ain't got time to do it. So with that being said, I like to go to places like Acura and all these other kind of places and get my clothes that fit spandex, all that stuff that fit my body. That's what I like to go to. And here and now, then I'll put a bag and a nice shoe with it. You know, my bag might be designer, my shoes might be designer, jewelry real.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I said even nothing with that. It's just like, you know, like I put together what works for me.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's their own person. How they do it is how they do it. But how I do me is how I do me.
So, you know, it's funny. I say this all the time. I just did an interview with a local magazine here in Atlanta. It hasn't come out yet. But that was, you know, they asked me, how did I end up starting my business? So first I started out with makeup. And I have my own makeup line. But the reason I did it is because when I first started learning how to do makeup, I would watch the YouTube tutorials, right? Yeah. And all the girls would be like, oh, I got this Mac. I got this. And I'm like, shit, I can't afford this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then every now and again, you'll get one of them, I'm going to show y'all how to beat y'all face with the drugstore makeup. Bitch, you should have led with that. Yeah. You should have made me feel normal. But instead, you making me think I got to go to the Mac counter and figure this shit out. And I was like determined not to get the Mac because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I don't want to waste good product, right? Or so I thought it was good product. I learned over time through being an entrepreneur and having, you know, ordering my stuff and, you know, you're paying for the name, right? Yeah. You're paying for the name. So I got a palette, a makeup palette, look just like some stuff for the crayon case. But because I love Super Sen. I watched Super Sen when she was one of the ones looking at the tutorials. I love what she's doing. But she's already built her name and she's already built her brand. So people are more inclined to go shop her brand thinking that your product isn't quality just because you're not well known. But everybody's got to start somewhere. Jessica Rich. Love Jessica Rich. She used to be on the show with Chance and Real back in the day. She used to be Rabbit. I interviewed her. I did a magazine write-up with her. She was just starting her shoe line. Now she got everybody wearing her shoes. Everybody love her shoes. And I was like, just to be a part of her start, that was amazing. But I say, I feel like when you look good, you feel good, and you generate better things. If you a content creator, people don't know how much work go into that. I tell people all the time when I do my TikToks, I might shoot, I ain't did it lately, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I might shoot 12 TikToks in one day. But I'm changing my wig, I'm changing my outfit, I'm changing whatever. I even had somebody, love her to death, I know she ain't watching this shit, so it don't matter. She said something about the wigs that I was wearing. Right now, mind you, I don't necessarily feel the need to go. This is why I laughed when you said that earlier today. I don't feel the need to go pay $200, $300, $400, $500 for a wig because I got all this going on. You know what I'm saying?
I know you got more than a lot of people got going on in the world.
I like to change it up a lot. My budget don't afford a lot. My budget gonna get you some synthetic with some nice edges down to the side to snatch on and snatch off for the picture. Okay. Right? So I changed the wigs, I changed the picture. I try to do a neutral makeup, so if it's neutral, I can build on it or whatever. And I take the pictures inside my boutique. Now, that's a lot of work. That is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
And it's like you're trying to, that's why I said we're going to talk. We still going to talk. But when it comes to you getting down and taking these pictures, what are some things that you hope are going to come across as your picture? Because I heard the lady come in and she called and she said she loved you. You giving this energy when you give this on your page. You give what you said you giving. I'm living my best life and I'm having a good time. You don't give that whole, bitches, I got on this Louis Vuitton, go buy this shit. You don't give that. You giving, I'm just a girl having fun and enjoying my life. But when you take these pictures, what are you really what's the message you want to send? Or is it just that?
For one, you could be great just being yourself. Like, I feel like, you know, I gotta light that shine on me, and that's from God. So that's nothing I could take away. Like, you know how when certain people step in a room, they got a certain aura that they have, that light that they have. That's what I have on my life, and that's nothing that I can control. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I do, like whether if it's me taking pictures, whether if it's me acting, whether if it's simply me coming here on a podcast, I do it the best that I could do it. And I be who I truly am. Like, I'm not trying to be nothing nothing that I'm not. And I feel like, you know, people accept me for me. You know, like, I'm not perfect. You know, I don't portray to be perfect. And I don't know if people get the image that I'm trying to be perfect. And even if they do, once you talk to me and you get to know me, you love me. And that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I could do is be me. I'm not trying to put on and try to be nothing I'm not. All I could do is be me. Like, I fall and make mistakes like everybody else. Everybody else. I could live to tell you a lot of mistakes that I made. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and that's a part of me gaining wisdom. Like, it's so much stuff that I can talk about. But I'm more so of a person, like, when it comes down to, like, my business, and not to digress, but when it comes down to my business, I've always been the type of person, I'm very just like, You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, and whenever people come in voicing me and tell me their problems, then I'll be like, oh, well, you know, I had an experience that happened like this. And I can talk to them about it. But versus me talking, like, publicly, like, I never really done that before. So now I feel like I'm starting to get to a point where I can talk about a lot of things. And I could just be myself. Like,
well, since you being real, all right, so I feel like we're in a safe space. We can ask these questions for the people. All right. So you're beautiful.
Thank you.
We see that.
You too.
Thank you, honey.
See that all the time.
Thank you, honey. Thank you, baby. So do you ever, because I know a lot of times I look at the beautiful girls and I be like, I wish I had their body. I wish I had their this and I wish I had their that. But a lot of times people don't see that even pretty girls have insecurities as well. So do you ever have those moments where you feel like, oh, girl, push these up to my chin, or, you know, you have those moments?
Yes, I've dealt with insecurities plenty of times. I think every girl has dealt with a moment where they're insecure. And I've dealt with moments where I have been insecure. And I've dealt with moments where I've been insecure about my body, insecure about the way that I look, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing if I look good enough, not knowing if I'm fine enough, and not knowing if, you know, maybe this is what so-and-so like because they this and they that. I didn't deal with plenty of moments like that. But I think that it all comes with finding you and loving you, because when a person accepts you for you, all that stuff that you're doing is out the window. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. And you got to stay true to yourself. Like, I've learned that from experience. Now, 21-year-old me was like, that's what that boy like. That's what they like him. This what they want. Yeah, let me just go on, you know what I'm saying? And that's almost like, in a sense, me looking for love in the wrong places.
Girl, wait till you hit almost 40.
Because, and then it's like when you start to get older, you start to love yourself. It's like, girl, I didn't even have to do all this. Girl, look how this person looks. Not to be judging other people, but I'm just saying, like, and this what you wanted?
I'm right there right now.
You know what I'm saying? Love yourself.
I'm right there right now. Like, okay, so this is the thing that I used to want so bad. And I remember when I was about maybe 25, I told my mom. I was like, I want to have a boob job. And my mom was like, my mama don't be shit sometimes, but look, this is what she said for real. She was like, for why? You getting too old. What you want to do all that for? Now, mind you, I never sat and thought about the cost. Never. I was just like, I just want to have it done. And this was way before they became more affordable. And I was like, well, maybe I want to do it, you know? So as I started getting into media, I have this friend. She's a Caucasian girl. I love her. She's super young. Jen is amazing. She's amazing. And she had it done, right? And I kept looking at her pictures. And I was like, Jen look different. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't figure it out. Now, mind you, I've been on a TV show with this girl and everything. And I just kept saying, what in the hell? What is it? What is it? So I waited, and I started noticing Jen was wearing a little bit more cleavage-revealing outfits. I said, she got
them titties, man.
Yeah, so I inboxed. I said, hey, Jen, I ain't trying to be funny. Did you?
Not Asian.
I swear to God, I pull it up. I was like, hey, Jen, I ain't trying to be funny. Did you have your boobs done or something? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, this is the part that got me. I love Jen. She was like, it was only $5,000. Only? Period. Only? That's income taxes with 2 kids. What are you talking about? That's a tax return with 2 kids. 2 kids. I said, huh. And she gave me details and she talked about it. But I appreciated the fact that she was open and honest, and she ain't hit me with that, oh no, I just be doing these workouts like this. Yeah. Well, she do work out too, so I give her that.
Because you gotta work out to maintain. Like,
some people don't do that.
Yeah. No, some people don't do that, and that's why they be back over and over and over again. you know, to his own, baby. I don't judge nobody. Get it how you get it. Like, if you feel like the only way for you to get fine is to go under the knife, then that's what you do. That's your business.
I thought about it.
And it's nobody else's business.
I thought about it, but this is why. Doing media, I see a lot of, I call them build-a-bitch.
Okay.
No offense to anybody. Have you had work done?
I have.
Okay, so this ain't about you, though.
This ain't
work out too.
Because I still work out to maintain.
Okay.
And I ain't had shit from nobody either.
And there are some ladies that have had work done, and they get these opportunities with no talent. Okay. And I felt as though perhaps I needed some surgical enhancements to get further on in my career than I was. Right? And then I said, I ain't doing that shit.
So what made you say I ain't doing this shit? Because that's what that's almost like what I wish I would have had in that phase that I was. See, because y'all gotta, not even y'all, people gotta understand that grass ain't green on the other side.
So I think for me, it was the fact that I am short. Okay, number one. And somewhere along the lines between 32 and 35, my metabolism slowed down just a tad.
It happens.
And some of my food started to stick just a bit.
And it happens.
And some of that shit started sticking right here and right there. I got on the tummy control tights right
And
now.
that is
so
okay.
it's holding everything into place.
Now, if y'all ain't never had no fupa in your life, I mean, you ain't never been eating good. You ain't never been eating good. No, you know what? I can't say that because they got some girls that are just naturally sound like that. They ain't never had no fupa. But for my girls that do got a fupa, don't be ashamed.
Absolutely.
Men like something to grab on. I don't care what they say. They see all that flat tummy and all that. But at the end of the day, they want something to grab on. Whether if it's in the front or if it's in the back. To be honest with you, they prefer it to be in the front and in the back. But, you know, like...
You know what the good thing is, though?
What?
I can look at the ladies now and say, she's beautiful. She has a nice shape. And just be done with it. Yeah. It's no longer the whole, now I'm going to tell you with you, the thing that I wish I could have done. You're young and you're getting to travel and see the world. And that's something I wish I would have done, right?
Yeah.
But you got to think, when I was coming up,
she's trying to make it seem like she's older than me.
I am.
Goddamn much.
Girl, how old are you? You can tell me.
I'm 27.
My daughter is 21. You see? Did y'all see this? I wish there was a camera right there, because you look at me like,
what?
That's 21? My oldest. Yes, absolutely.
You look good.
Thank you. You should meet her.
God.
You should meet her.
I am praying to God when it's time for me to be a mama. I maintain, because you look great. 21 years old, I would have never.
My mental stability is a little off.
you know a lot more than I do.
These kids drive you crazy. I swear.
Gotta know you learn new stuff from them every day.
Your kids drive you crazy.
You learn. But 21, you look great. You look great.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So your skin look good. Your hair looks good. Your body look good. Say you got a 21.
I can't climb steps though, girl. I run out of breath. But I don't think that's got nothing to do with her being 21. And I like to tell people I still have baby fat, and then I just go to the oldest child and say she 21 and just didn't drop off. But this is the thing. This is the thing about evolution. Like when I came up, and me and my friends, we talk about this a lot. We didn't have social media.
Right.
We did not have social media. Period, point blank. MySpace didn't even come out until I was grown as shit. I was grown and married with a child when MySpace came out, right? But we had Polaroids. We couldn't post that shit.
Right.
And we damn sure did not have we didn't have camera phones. We didn't have camera.
Y'all had beepers.
We had beepers, and you most definitely
what is it? Nokia.
Nokia.
Yeah.
And we did not have unlimited phone calling. We didn't. We used to have to pay per minute. Get the hell off my phone. I can't talk to you after 9. I'm sorry. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's funny now. But these kids, the younger generation, they have access to social media. You have opportunities to make money in all of these things, which is good. I like that. Like, it's almost crazy. Like, you know, I already told you, I need you. We finna be new BFFs or whatever.
Period. Okay.
Because I love your work. I love your talent. I think I don't know if you studied anybody. Did you study anybody? Any of the America Top Model or whatever? You just do it naturally. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. That is crazy.
I don't know. I don't even know. Like, well, let me just say this. So when I was 15, I started acting.
Okay.
And so from acting, you know, you have to take headshots. And so headshots, you kind of, you know, you're creating who you are.
Yeah.
No makeup, no nothing. No lashes, no nothing. You're just you.
Natural.
So at 15 years old, I started doing that, and then I started taking pictures, and from there on, like, you know, it kind of was instilled in me. Like, I did it myself.
I like that.
So, but I became my own person. And, you know, like, with social media and stuff, of course, you see new people. You see way more people than you ever seen before in your life. So, it's like, you know, I didn't study people, but I naturally just got a glimpse of people. And I got a glimpse of things that they do. But
is it awkward for you? Because I know, for me, I had a calendar years ago, circa 2017. I was still skinty. I was still like, okay, I'm still skinny, but I was real skinty. My stomach was flat.
You was doing it for the girls. Still doing it for the girls.
I was doing it for the girls. You know, I had my little bikini on.
Period.
Like, yes.
Okay.
So I love my photographer, FB Studios, but I'd never done this before, right? So initially when I came up with this thing, it was supposed to be 12 girls, including myself, doing the calendar. But the girls couldn't ever get their shit together, so the photographer was like, hey, why don't you just do it? I was like, you want me to do all 12 months? I can't do that. He was like, yes, you can. You can do it. So when he started putting the oil on me, I was like, oh my God, he's touching me. Like, that's enough. That's too much. I got to be this shiny. I look like a chicken. What are we doing?
Chicken grease.
Chicken grease, right? But to this day, like, that is one of the only photographers that I can be comfortable with. Him and Precious. And Precious is a girl. So when you go and you take these professional pictures, because I know you know the story. You take the pictures with the niggas and they don't never give you your pictures. I know you done had that happen.
I've had that
It's part of the journey. It's part of the journey.
I've had that experience.
How do you keep, because you don't look awkward in your poses at all. At all. You know, and because I've been there, I'm looking at everything. When I look at your pictures, I'm like, look at her face. It's so straight. It's just like, and your lips ain't quivering or nothing. Because I be like, I look like I got Tourette's when I be.
I gotta be serious because one thing I'm not gonna do is smile. I don't know. It's something about my smile. I never really smile.
It's cute though.
It's okay.
But you know, some people tell you you're not supposed to smile during pictures.
I just don't. Well, that's new.
Yeah,
I never smile.
I had a photographer tell me that.
You know, I have nice teeth, which is crazy. I have nice teeth, but I've never been okay to smile. Maybe there's something that's in me that I need to work on. That'll be something new for me to work on next year. Smiling in my pictures, but
You don't get nervous?
No.
Who takes your pictures?
I have different photographers.
So when you post these pictures on IG, are those like cell phone pictures or photographers, or what you got going on?
So first it was always cell phone pictures, and then I got two photographers. My main two photographers, Jeff Cash, did that, and then I also have what's his name? J Images. He does my pictures. And I have a few other people that do my pictures when I'm out of town. But I'm comfortable with all my photographers because it's not the person taking the pictures, it's the person that's in them. So I'm comfortable with myself. And I think when I'm comfortable with myself, I do my best work. And I think that's what ultimately make people want to work with me. Yeah. So,
I'm glad you ain't got no stank attitude. I'm excited. I like you now because I would have, girl.
So no, and I say this all the time. To know me is to love me, and I'm not saying that in no arrogant way. I know she knows she. No, this is what I know about me. Like, you know, to know me is to really love me. I feel like I'm the greatest friend, the greatest, bestest friend you will ever have.
I can see that.
So, And like I said, I treat people how I want to be treated. So I just pray that God continue to circle me around people that has my same energy, have my same aura.
He will. I'm gonna tell you this. If you say this prayer, you can't forget that you said this prayer, okay? Because that shit doesn't happen to me sometimes, right? Sometimes I say this prayer and I say, God, please remove anything from my life that is not from you or of you.
And you gotta make sure you tell them I'm ready.
Yeah.
You gotta
and
some authority on it.
Forewarning, you may wake up without your nigga.
Yes, Lord.
Because he ain't for you.
Send him to the left guard.
And then you be forgetting. You be like, God, he just left me. Why he leave?
Yeah.
And then it take you a couple of days to realize that you had
said
said that prayer.
Oh.
And that's what it
What you
was.
showing me?
That's
Wait,
what
let me
it
go back and
was.
rephrase that. Let me
I'm just let you know. I'm just be honest. You gonna wake up without your nigga. You gonna wake up without your so-called best friend. You gonna wake up without that girl that you used to call
And you know
sis.
what? You know what? Even when you say prayers like that, you pray for growth for those people, so they could catch up with you. Because it could have been something.
I don't know about that part, sis.
They might could.
I don't know about that part because I'm gonna tell you something right now, real quick. All right, I have had people in my life. I see you, JoJo. Don't be counting at me. I have had people in my life that saw me on my way to being a bigger me. You feel me? You follow me?
I follow you.
And those people assumed and thought they were doing better than me in life because they had niggas taking care of them, buying them Louis Vuitton purses. But that nigga was slapping them upside the head. However, I was a true friend, and I stayed with you through that friendship. But when the nigga threatened me and said, I'm going to kill you and that bitch that just picked you up, I had to end said friendship. Okay? Now, as the years passed, ATL Doll, a.k.a. me, I continued to grow.
Yeah.
And these people have since decided to try to re-enter my life. Now, I forgive you for your lack of wisdom back then.
Yeah.
But just because you forgive somebody, let the church say amen.
Amen.
The church, thank you.
Teach me something.
That don't mean you got to keep allowing them in your circle.
That's true too.
Because I don't care. A lot of times people like to use that excuse that people can change, right? But what they forget is that not only did that person that you're not friends with or you're not with no more, not only did they change, you changed. And they knew you, they knew self, still might not be equal to your new self.
Because you done grew over time.
You feel me? So I got to love people from a distance. Because again, I want my life to continue to be blessed. I want my children to be blessed. I want my children to excel. That's what I want. That's all I want.
Right.
I don't feel like there's a need to go back and open old doors and see what's in there. Because I believe sometimes you take a chance in the same shit.
It's almost like a fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
I would hate to knock on the door and see the same shit I seen before I left. If I walked out and left you, why am I going to come back and knock on the door to check on you and see how you doing?
You the same person? And then when it happened, because I'm going to ask you, I'm going to say, damn, you still doing the same shit? You still on the same thing? Because that's what I'm going to have to tell you something. You still, and grown old me gonna have to say, you still doing the same stuff?
I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm saying right now, I'm just not. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
I'm gonna say exit stage left.
Exit stage left. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Well, you have been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
I was scared. I didn't know how you was gonna be. Everybody thought, okay, so last question, because I gotta ask, because, you know, you in
it. Come on, we gonna
get it, okay? Here we go.
Last question.
You are in a high-profile relationship.
Okay.
Last question. It's going to be 12 wrapped in one.
Okay.
Are there ever times that you feel pressured to dress a certain way, act a certain way, talk a certain way, behave a certain way because you are in the public eye? Go.
No. Okay. No. And the reason I say no is because, like I said, when you are you attract the people that's supposed to be around you. So I'm not about to go in no room and pretend to be somebody that I'm not, just so I could be friends with other people, or just so other people could want to be friends with me. Like, I feel like when you're just yourself and, you know, you're doing you, people just gravitate to you. Like, it's that aura, it's that light that you have on you. I don't ever have to go anywhere and pretend to be something that I'm not.
You better say that.
Ever. Because I'm going to stand all by myself.
Love it. You know how many people hate on you just because you have a natural energy and they can't figure it out? Crazy, right?
And it's something you gotta pray. Y'all got to start praying. Y'all have to start praying. Like, y'all have to start praying for y'all.
And she is saying P-R-A-Y, not P-R-E-Y. Those are two totally different prayers.
Two totally different ones. You need to get on your knees and you need to start praying. Or find time in the day to include God in it. And just ask God, you know, just let your favor shine through me. God, just say, God, just let your light shine through me. Have favor over me. I pray that, you know, whenever I step into a room, your grace is on my life. Your presence is here. Like, you have to pray for these things. And y'all know y'all be saying manifest and all this. I'm asking God for this. This is stuff that I'm asking him to give me. You know what I'm saying? So this is not me, myself. This is not me, myself, you know, just being this. This is me and God. So I feel like me just being that way, that's just how it is.
Tell the people where they can find you, follow you at.
Y'all can follow me at ITSRAJEL. It's Rajel. And you can follow me on TikTok. It's Rajel Nelson or Rajel Nelson, whichever it is. Just type in my name. You gonna see. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. I loved you guys. I love this show. Thank you so much for having me.
You gotta follow me on Instagram.
I still know I'm about to follow you, my girl.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, and I really enjoyed the post up. You got to have me again.
I like you.
Okay.
And this is your girl, Mo Clark. You can follow me on IG at Miss Mo Clark. Of course, follow the post up. That's DAPOSTUP. Thank you for watching the post up. The only show you can have church and cuss at the same time.
Period.
We out.
That's my show.
Keep it posted. Gotta keep it posted. Gotta keep it posted. We got Mo Clark posted with the poster. We turn on your radio. We got Mo Clark posted with the poster. We turn on your radio.
You know we poppin', just name a topic. Posted up like a palm tree in the tropic. Rozzy on the beat, make you wanna come and see. Mo to the C, radio to TV. You know she putting in work like she clocked in. Celebrity guest, never guess who gon' drop in. Television's best like a S on the chest. Who's next? Say less, cause you rockin' with the best.
Mo Clark posted with the poster. We turn on your radio.